Hello and welcome, knowledge seekers. This is Old News, a podcast that journeys back in time and explores the most interesting and important news of each year. This time, it's 1986, a year unlike any other. The Space Shuttle Challenger disaster on January 28th deeply shocked the world. The shuttle broke apart 73 seconds after launch, killing all 7 crew members, including Krista McAuliffe, who would have been the first teacher in space. This tragedy led to a re-evaluation of NASA's shuttle program and a renewed focus on space travel safety. Less than a month later was the launch of the Soviet Space Station Mir, meaning peace or world. As one of the longest operating space stations in history, Mir played a crucial role in advancing space exploration and fostering international partnerships in space research. And the Chernobyl disaster on April 26, 1986, marked one of the most catastrophic nuclear accidents in history. A reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in the Soviet Union exploded, releasing massive amounts of radioactive materials into the atmosphere, which spread over much of Western USSR and Europe. The immediate aftermath resulted in the deaths of 2 plant workers, with 28 more succumbing to acute radiation syndrome within weeks. Long-term effects included increased cancer rates and environmental contamination. The disaster exposed the shortcomings of Soviet nuclear power management, hastened reforms under Gorbachev's governance, and led to the eventual closure of the plant. In October was the Reykjavik Summit, a pivotal Cold War-era meeting held in Iceland between U.S. President Ronald Reagan and Soviet General Secretary Mikhail Gorbachev. Initially intended as a minor preparatory meeting, it became a significant negotiation over the reduction of nuclear weapons. The talks nearly resulted in an agreement to eliminate all nuclear weapons within 10 years, but ultimately founded on Reagan's refusal to limit the Strategic Defense Initiative, SDI, to laboratory research, a condition Gorbachev insisted upon. Despite the summit's failure to produce a concrete agreement, it marked a turning point in U.S.-Soviet relations. It set the stage for future treaties and significant de-escalation of Cold War tensions. In the Philippines was the People Power Revolution, also known as the EDSA Revolution or the February Revolution. This peaceful uprising was characterized by millions of Filipinos gathering along Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, EDSA, in Metro Manila, calling for the resignation of President Ferdinand Marcos, who had been in power for over 2 decades under a martial law regime marked by human rights abuses and corruption. The movement was sparked by the assassination of opposition leader Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr. in 1983 and fueled by fraud in the 1986 presidential election. The revolution led to the departure of Marcos and the restoration of democracy in the Philippines, with Corazon Aquino, Ninoy's widow, assuming the presidency. A significant cultural event in the U.S. was the Hands Across America initiative on May 25th, which saw millions of people holding hands to form a human chain across the country to raise awareness and funds for hunger and homelessness. This event symbolized the unity and community spirit of the American people. 1986 also witnessed the emergence of major technological advancements. IBM unveiled the first laptop computer, the IBM PC Convertible, signaling a new era of mobile computing, and the National Science Foundation's decision to allow non-military use of the NSFNet, a major part of the early Internet backbone, was a crucial step in the expansion and accessibility of the Internet to educational institutions and eventually the public. In sports, Argentina won the FIFA World Cup in Mexico, with Diego Maradona leading the team to victory. Maradona's Hand of God goal and his exceptional performance throughout the tournament cemented his status as one of the greatest football players of all time. In fashion, acid wash jeans became a symbol of rebellious youth culture and rock music. They were part of the larger 80s trend of bold and unique clothing choices, reflecting the decade's emphasis on individual expression and eye-catching style. One version was patented in 1986 in Italy by the Rifle Jeans Company and uses pumice stone and chlorine to achieve the look. The entertainment industry saw the release of iconic films such as Top Gun and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, both of which became defining movies of the decade, influencing pop culture and inspiring future filmmakers. This has been old news, a year in review. In the words of Winston Churchill, those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Until next time, stay curious.